Welcome back to my cave, once again, humans. Yeah, I know, another silly furry game, but what do you expect from me? I like games with anthros in them. I know it's kind of weird, I gravitate towards them, but, there's a reason for that, and I was going to post it in this video, but, I was actually making another video using footage from this game to explain why I gravitate towards games with anthros and animal characters. But I have to be honest, I also want to advertise this game. I want to show this game off in hopes that it'll become more popular. And when I was making my other video, I started to get the feeling that this is very terrible advertising. Maybe I shouldn't do this. Or at the very least, maybe I should make a general video about this game before I make that video. So, if you want to know why I gravitate towards furry games, that'll be for next video. And don't worry, I'm still working on those Pokemon Elite Redo videos. The third and final part of the second gym leader, that's coming up someday. When I get around to it, don't worry. Wait, what's that? You're not worried? You don't care? Well, why not? Screw you. Kidding. I try to make these videos for fun. I'm only doing those videos because I want to do them. Just like I want to do this video. And I think I really should be doing more of these videos where I advertise new games. I know I'm not the biggest channel, but it's something I feel like I should do, and if I keep blahing about myself, I'm not gonna be able to describe the game in due time, am I? Okay, so, anyhoozle, this is Wild Assault, a furry-themed hero shooter with a war theme. Yeah, I know, it's furries, that's the gimmick, blah. I don't care. It's awesome, and honestly, I don't see very many realistic furries that often. The one big game that comes to mind, of course, is Forge and Shadow Torch, which did a whole series of videos on that one. Dang, really ripping through these guys. Okay, so, anyway, there is, 10 playable characters and 2 playable modes. The game's still in early access, so there's not that much content yet, but what is here is really fun. For the most part. But there's 2 different modes. Raid and Conquest. And at first I was playing Raid mostly, but I have to be honest, I was getting a little frustrated having to play Crescent Bay on raids. I'll explain in details in a little bit, but one thing I can say is Conquest Mode has 3 maps, while Raid only has 2. Unfortunately, Project Mojave is not a Raid map. I'll admit, the game does have its issues, but I do really enjoy the game. But, honestly, I used to hate first-person shooters like this. Like, when I was younger, first-person shooters were my least favorite game. But that's mostly because they were oversaturating the market at the time. Things have mellowed out when it comes to the genre, so it's not as bad as it used to be. So I don't have the same negative opinion I used to have about first-person shooters. And I have to say, this one in particular is promising. You got 10 playable characters, each with their own unique weapons and abilities, and honestly, it's been pretty fun trying them out. I haven't tried out everyone yet. I've kind of been maining the panda because I want to level him up, but I've been playing some of the other characters. There's a skunk and a wolf that I've actually quite like playing as, and I haven't even tried out the bull. He's awesome. I played a little bit of the bear too. He's pretty cool. He can summon this shield that can also restock your ammo, and then he can pull out a big gun and kill people pretty easily. He's a pretty cool character. But what do you expect from the fat fur guy? What do you expect from the person who gravitates towards the chubby characters? Of course I'm gonna play as the chubby panda most of the time, especially since I like blowing up people with his rocket launcher, as well as his mortar shot, which has honestly saved the game once. He's also a tank, and those tend to be my preferred playstyle. I don't know why. I just... Usually it's tank, maybe support, rarely DPS. Like, I know DPS is the most popular playstyle in these kind of games, but I like to do things differently. I like to be the guy that doesn't get picked as often. But anyway, as far as this game goes, the controls are tight, the shooting's tight. Yeah, there's recoil when you shoot, but it feels like the game was designed around that. It feels natural, and it's kind of fun trying to correct your aim. Like, it doesn't feel like the gun is working against you in a bad way. It's working as a gun normally would, and it kind of adds to the challenge. But if you don't like all that recoil nonsense, play as the Wolf. His sniper rifle doesn't need to worry about recoil. He can just aim, shoot, and kill quickly and easily from a very far away distance. And if you like to play as snipers, he's the guy for you. Though if you want to play as the other characters and don't want to deal with as much recoil, there are ways you can modify your gun to alleviate those issues. Or just play with a gun that doesn't have that issue. Like, I don't know about you, but I actually enjoy the... I don't know why I'm going on about the gun recoil. It's such a minor part. I just think it adds to the immersion. It adds to the natural feeling of this game. What I'm trying to say is the controls are tight, and they're just fun to play with, okay? I know that's kind of shallow, but I'm just going by my personal experience. Hey, I'm still better than IGN, aren't I? I mean, then again, aren't most people better than IGN? I mean, IGN's kind of a laughingstock. Though, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really have an opinion on IGN. I don't know enough about them. That's what I've heard. I don't know what to say. But anyway, let me explain the two modes. There's Raid mode, which can be played on the Ricky Mountains and Crescent Bay. Raid mode basically has one team trying to steal the bases, while the other team defends their bases. There's 3 sections: Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. You gotta steal Alpha first, and once you've stolen Alpha, then you gotta steal Bravo, and then finally Charlie. It's pretty straightforward, and I have to admit, though, it is pretty fun. But I will have to say, Ricky Mountains is fun and seems fair on both sides, but Crescent Bay isn't exactly beginner-friendly. Alpha and Charlie are really hard for the attackers to take down if you don't know what you're doing. With a little practice, you know what to expect. You know where the snipers typically like to hang out and whatnot, but even then it can still be an issue. I'd even go as far as to say Ricky Mountains is easy mode for attackers, while Crescent Bay is hard mode, and vice versa, because Ricky Mountain's a little more open than Crescent Bay, while Crescent Bay is a little more linear, even though there are good routes on Bravo. But other than that, I do quite like raids. And I was playing them for a while until I decided to try out Conquest mode. It's kind of like SAW versus Rebellion from Super Animal Royale. Basically, you got multiple bases and you gotta keep controlling them, and whoa boy. I'm being honest, I'm cutting through these guys like a machine gun. That was kind of awesome. Not to toot my own horn, of course. I'm sorry. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm trying to be more playful about it. Because, let's not kid ourselves. what I'm fighting right now is mostly bots. Yeah, unfortunately, another problem, and it's not really the game's fault. This game is not that popular yet. There's hundreds of people playing, but only a few hundred so far. It's kind of a slow start, but it's in early access, and I'm hoping once there's more content and maybe some better advertisement, this game will become more popular. And I'm hoping this video can reach a lot of people. Maybe they might like this game, and who knows, maybe you might be able to enjoy this game even if you're not into furries. There's only... Wait, did that panda just kill everyone with a clap? I don't think I've ever seen that. I didn't know the clap could do that. I thought it was a defensive move. But, thanks for reviving me, dipstick. Kidding. He probably wanted to make sure it was safe first. You can't just revive people willy-nilly. If you try to revive people and you don't know whether it's safe or not, you'll die. So anyway, yeah. Conquest mode is basically try and control the bases. Try and divide your forces to control as many bases as comfortable. It's usually smart to just focus on like 2 or 3 bases, depending on how many you have to control. If it's a map like this with only 3 bases, best to just divide your time by 2 bases. And every kill you make adds to the counter. It's like each team has a counter, and every time someone dies, it goes down. The more bases you control, the slower your counter goes down. The less bases, the quicker. There's also the neutral item, which often drops sometimes, and whichever team controls the base before time runs out gets some of their points restored. It can really change the tide of the game. Sometimes, though, you're so far ahead it barely matters. And, thankfully, the neutral item tends to spawn either in neutral territory or near the team that's behind. I do kind of appreciate that. It tries to be as fair and unbiased as possible. And, yeah, right there. You see that bunny running into the vehicle? That's a bot. Like I said, this game isn't that popular yet, and I kind of want to fix that. I kind of want to show people this game. I kind of hope that people can see this game and they might be interested in it. Because I am being honest, I really do enjoy this game. And it kind of pains me to see it's not popular, and I don't know, I didn't used to think I liked these kind of games, but this game made me realize I liked them more than I thought. But then again, maybe it's just because they're furries, but then again, I buy a lot of furry games, even ones with charming characters that I just end up not really gelling with. Like, have you ever heard of Tembo the Badass Elephant? I bought that game, I played it, it's fun, and it stars an elephant, which is my favorite animal, and yet it's not a game I just want to play. I mean, it's fun, I enjoy the game when I play it, I just don't want to play it. But this game, I want to play this game. I genuinely have fun playing this game. I'm genuinely addicted to this game. This is a game I want to keep playing, not a game I just choose to play every now and then. So yeah, maybe I do enjoy this genre more than I thought. And there is a lot to like about this game. Like, each character has their own abilities. Some specialize in medic abilities, like Irwin the cat. She specializes in healing people from afar. And then there's the bunny that has this device she can throw out that creates a field that heals people. The fox can slide and put up a field that turns her invisible to avoid enemies. It's all... I mean... And then there's the bull. He can charge into enemies or carry a shield to power through bullets. The meerkat can go underground and summon drill bombs that drive forward and blow up. I mean, every character has their own unique abilities, and they're honestly very fun to play around with. And each character gets their own set of weapons. Like, not everyone gets sniper rifles. Not everyone gets submachine guns. It's honestly a pretty fun game, fun to try out, everyone. And so far, I've noticed it's pretty balanced. I think the sniper might be a little overpowered, but then again, sniping relies on you sitting still for the most part. Yes, it's really powerful, but you can't move. You can't dodge attacks, so it kind of balances out. As long as you can see the sniper before they see you, you got a chance. I can't really say there are any characters in this game that are just broken, nor can I say there are any characters that are just terrible. This is honestly a pretty balanced game, and it is not easy balancing games, but this game actually does a pretty good job of it. The only balancing issue I can kind of say is Crescent Bay on raids, but that's about it. So anyway, right now I'm actually staging a one panda assault on Alpha. Let's see if I can actually pull it off, because I can't imagine that's easy, but no one's here, so let's see, take the base. Wait, am I doing this? Am I really staging a one panda assault on Alpha and winning? But then again, these are bots we're dealing with. I really hope more people can play this game so there's less bots and more actual players. Of course, it won't happen without people pitching in, and I have to be honest, I've spent over $40 on this game. Now, hold on. Calm your outrage, because this is not a $40 game. Yeah, despite the realistic-looking furries, this game's only $15, but I spent a little extra. I spent an extra $5 to get Zen Shang's DLC, and spent another $10 to get the Battle Pass. Yes, I know. Battle Pass in a game that's not free to play, but it's only $10, and it's only for cosmetics, and I kinda see it as a way to support the game, and I kind of enjoy doing that, and another $15 to buy it for my friend. Yeah, like I said, I've been really trying to support this game. So, I've been spending a little more money than I probably should on this game. For myself and for my friend, but like I said, I want to see this game do well. There really aren't any furry or non-human-centric shooters like this game. I know it's kind of, people get at me for this, but like I said, I'll give you a brief summary of what my next video is going to be. What I want in a game is escapism. I kind of just want to escape from reality for a bit, and specifically, I kind of just want to escape from a species that just, I kind of want to escape from being human. I mean, I think furries and non-humans are cooler, and I think animals are awesome and whatnot, and I like escaping to a world that it doesn't center around the human race, I guess. It's hard to explain. I'm gonna go into more details in my next video, but I want to give a brief summary as to why I gravitate towards furry games, because I kind of just like escaping to these kind of worlds. That's why I find myself trying to support games like this and Rivals of Aether 2, because I really want to see more games out there that have these kind of non-human characters. Like, not necessarily furries per se, just non-human characters. Just characters that don't look like humans. I want to see more of those. I want to see more variety in main characters. I just want to see more variety in playable characters. And just, I want to see more games that try to just, I don't know, it's hard to explain. One thing I can criticize this game for, as far as variety goes, is so far all the playable characters are mammals, and specifically furry mammals, and except for the meerkat, all of them are pretty common animals, pretty common fursona animals. I get that this game is kinda trying to cater to furries, I get that, and does a pretty good job of doing that with bunch of sexy furry women and a variety of different male characters, like a chubby character and some buff characters and whatnot. But I do hope we get some birds and lizards in the future. Anyway, one more thing. You can collect different weapons. You can collect different attachments for your weapons to give them different abilities. And you can level up your character and level up some of their abilities. And I know some people who don't really like that, but I don't know. I actually like the sense of progression. I like being able to level up my guys. I like being able to progress. And it's kind of why I've been playing as the panda, because I've been trying to progress him. And as far as I can tell, the upgrades don't matter that much. Like, they're not that big of a buff to the point where an unleveled player can't beat them. Ultimately, it comes down to skill. Like, yes, I do have my criticisms with this game, but there's some criticisms that I've heard from people that I don't particularly agree with, and I'm stating my honest opinions with this game. This isn't just furry bias or anything. I'm being genuinely honest when I say I really do enjoy this game, and I hope it does well in the future. It won't be easy, but if this video reaches enough people, or if more people cover this game and give it some pretty positive reviews, then I hope more people can take an interest in this game, and we could make this something. We could make this a fun game for furries to play, or just, it doesn't even need to be furries. If you think animals are cool, go ahead, play the game. You don't even need to be a furry. You just, if you think animals are cool, you want something different, this game is for you. I mean, just, I know I'm kind of overhyping this game, but it's still in early access. There could be more content, but like I said, it's in early access. They're trying, and I have to be honest, the devs do seem to care about this game. They've been giving this game constant updates, and that's pretty admirable. There is just a lot of things I like to this game beyond the fact that it's furries. I know it sounds like I'm overhyping the game, but I'm being honest. I really do like this game. I really want to see it do well, and I really hope it can. And the game is over, and we have won. MVP is me. Dang straight. But let's not kid ourselves. Like I said, most of my opponents were bots, so it's not that impressive. And I'm sure a lot of my team was bots too. But anyway, this is Wild Assault, and until next time, I'm Baalf, and the cave is closed.